very well. Easy time in the third, getting 3 outs on 3 ground balls, and Lemke ends it. Darren Lewis ends the inning. And more Maddox dominated Barry Bonds, spotting the high fastball as his weakness. Gibson, who pop out with a man on in the 4th inning. In the 7th, again, it's the fastball. This time, the inside corner. Sit down, Barry. Dusty Baker questioned the call. We pick it up with Javi Lopez. Homered earlier in the game, then up, and away. A 3-run shot in the 8th broke the game wide open. The Braves win it 6-1. Maddox pitched a 3-hitter and struck out 9. Maddox has allowed just 1 earned run in 26 innings and owns a .35 ERA last season. He led the NL with a 2.36 ERA. At home plate for the anthem. Top of 1, Dave needed a jam. Bases loaded, facing Inky, Pete Incaviglia. And Inky don't. The fly to center, and then Kurt Schilling on the hill for Philly. Pitching to Dante Bichette. Inky to the wall and left, and Pete's got it. Top of 7, Schilling facing Dante Bichette. This one deep to left. Bon voyage. Solo shot number 6 for Dante. 1-0 Rockies. Bottom of 8th, 4-0 Rockies. Darren Dalton bounces into a 3-6 double play. The final, the Rockies win 5-0. The Rockies earn their first ever shutout. David Need, Bruce Ruffin, and Darren Holmes teamed up on a 2-hitter. Dante is now batting .485 and has 5 homers against the Phillies. Cubs at the Mets. Top 8-8-4. Sammy Sosa with 2 men on. Sosa takes Jonathan Hurst deep to left. First of the year for Sammy. 8-7 Mets on top. Dallas Green looking at his options, decides to stay with Hurst. 2 batters later, Steve Buechele, what a wallop. A 2-run shot, his 2nd of the year. Cubs take a 9-8 lead. Bottom 8, Dan Plesac in for the Cubs with a man on. Jeff Kent. The stretch, pinch, strong on, well hit, gone. 2nd homer of the game, 4th of the year for Kent. Mets win 10-9 as John Franco picks up his first save. Kent said, I hit a mistake pitch. Plesac threw a fastball down the middle, and all I had to do was put the bat on the ball. Kent gets his 3rd multi-homer game for the Mets.
Second, he'd already committed an error that led to a 2-run first inning for the Jays. Now he makes another error in judgment. He's meat. Gunned down by Pat Borders. So it's still 2-0. In the 5th, Juan Guzman cruising along when Tim Salmon unloads. He knocked in 4 in the game, 3 of them coming in that empty-seated shot there. Mark Leiter did the rest. Struck out Carlos Delgado, and Ed Sprague pitched into the 7th. The inspirational story, his first win since June of 1993. Leiter, who lost his infant son this spring and was released by the Tigers, gets his first win as an Angel. Joe Gray picks up his 4th save as the Jays for his first decent outing. It's his 3rd trip to the mound, and Turner Ward gets things going early against Brown. Knocks in Darrell Hamilton. Brew Crew up 1-0. John Jaha jacks it. A 3-run shot. His 3rd home run of the young campaign. The Brewers are starting to put it together. Next inning, Brown didn't settle down. Ward got to him again. Turning on this one. Kevin Seitzer wheels in. Brewers are up 6-0 before the Rangers knew what hit him. Milwaukee goes on to win it 7-2. Brown pitched 7 innings, but he's now 0-3, giving up 34 hits and 18 runs in his 3 losses. The Rangers have yet to get a victory from a starter in 8 tries. Rick Helling will take a shot on Friday against the Orioles. That's what Andy Van Slyke had his sights set on, telling Brian Hunter, it's time for your first Pirate home run. Unloads off Andy Bennis and puts the Bucks up 1-0. It was still a 1-run game in the 7th at 3-2 when Dave Clark at 30 had triple in a run. Here comes the burly ex-boxer. Oh, Brad Osmus tangles with him, and he loses the decision. Bucks up 4-2 to the 8th. 2 aboard for Billy Beane. Tying runs off Mark Dewey. Oh, man, Slyke chased it down. Who cares about that broken collarbone? He is fully recovered and on to perhaps his 6th Gold Glove. Pirates have won 4 in a row to even their record. They're now 12-3 the last 2 seasons against San Diego. Speaking of whom, the Pods have now lost 5 in a row. They have the worst run. Won the 9th against Dennis Eckersley, and Dave Winfield leads off the 9th by popping up. But outdoors, the sun is shining, and Junior Noboa can't fight it. It falls in. Dave, get back there. You're safe. We got a rally in the works. He would come around to score. 3 batters later, after Hale had singled, Alex Cole knocks in Matt Wahlbeck. Suddenly, it's a 1-run lead. Dennis Eckersley's trying to protect, and Tony La Russa's getting nervous. Can't watch, but he's got his closer in there. Chuck Knobloch, seeing eye single. Geronimo Barroa had gone 4 for 4, but he boots the ball, and here comes the go-ahead run. Cole and Hale both come in. Twins win it 5-4 on 4 unearned runs. Mike Trombley picks up the win to commemorate his 27th birthday. Aguilera got his 3rd save. Eck has blown back-to-back saves, both against the Twins. He blew 3 straight last. Along with a 3-1 lead, Eric Davis skies one. Cal Ripken is there. The ball is there. It's in, but Brady Anderson picks up his consecutive gaming shortstop. And Lou Whitaker is meat at the plate. Great throw by Anderson, so it's still 3-1 as we go to the 8th. Mike Moore in the pitcher's duel. Mussina's getting the better of him, and Mark McLemore's gapping one. But here comes Davis with a leaping grab to keep it at 3-1. How many times have you seen it? Makes the great defensive gem, comes to the plate with a bases juiced, and strikes out on cheese by Alan Mills. Orioles win it 3-1. Mussina's 5-0 in his career against the Tigers. Lee Smith stayed perfect in the season in the 9th, his 4th save. A matinee at Comiskey. The Sox won 4 straight. Yankees had lost 4 in a row. Check it out, Jack McDowell, probably for the first time in his young life. And watching Paul O'Neill. Tater. A 2-run poke. The Yanks are up 3-0. Bottom of the 3rd, best way to come back. Hurt him. Big hurt. Frank Thomas takes a hanging curve from Jimmy Key. Bernie Williams gets a face full of fence, but not the ball. Thomas's 3rd home run is 3-2 Yanks. O'Neill doing it again. Dead center. Lance Johnson takes it away. Top of the 7th, Dennis Cook now on a relief of McDowell. O'Neill tries another part of the park. This time it is gone again. 2 home runs, 3 for 4. Also with a double, knocked in 5. Yanks pound the White Sox 10-3. They end their losing streak. McDowell now 17-6 in April. A third of those losses, though, have come this month.